in this video, we're taking you on a house tour of where we live, work, and having an open chat about YouTube money. So make sure you watch to the end on this episode of... Wait, no intro song this week. Got ya. Hello and welcome to the video. In this video, we're talking about money, which we're kind of uncomfortable doing a little house tour. Like a bit of a clickbaity title. This isn't like a flex video. Watching content creators, you can sometimes get like jaded. There's so much money and so much stuff coming from it. And this is just like a bit of a realistic look into where we live, how we work.
Making millions.
We kind of operate this channel.
Oh, she got wet paws, that means she's on the way.
Floor's wet.
Okay. It's rained in ages. This YouTube channel has, in a weird way, transformed our lives, and this is us trying to show where we're at in a braggadocious, whatever the word is. But we are just trying to give a transparent look at where we're at, where we're living physically, you know, moving on a little bit through the channel. So we appreciate the support, thank you very much.
The last 2 years, 2.5 years since we've been going, it's been like the maddest, and just looking back at the past 2 places we've lived at, never really felt like we was at home in London. Yeah. And this year, like, we had an opportunity where we could spend a little bit more on rent, both go our separate ways to keep the business relationship healthy and friendship healthy. We don't own any of these places, like could not afford to buy a place like this because obviously London's crazy expensive. Just thought it'd be cool to give a little insight into Zach and Jay behind the scenes and not the show.
Give me a hug. No, come on, we'll hug.
I can't, I'll drop her.
Hold us together.
This
is the weirdest thing I've ever done.
Before we get started, this is a bit of a different video for us. I posted this on our Instagram at Zach and Jay, and you guys actually voted you wanted to see it. So if you're interested in being involved in helping direct our content, choose thumbnails and stuff for our videos, then follow us there. And make sure you comment and like to help with the algorithm. It will really help us. Nice one, guys. On with the video. Alright, Jay.
And to be grilled.
Step 20, the last of many. The last one you saw who came from a penny. The last one to kill the game with a hit. The first one to spray the mic when I'm ready. If it ain't about right, I gotta turn left.
Top tier lockdown entertainment. This is my 2-bedroom flat that I share with 4 people. Come on in. Got a nice skylight which drips. This is a great start as you enter the house. Quick shout out to No Two Ways. Love what you're doing, Calix. Another quick shout out to a up and coming sneaker brand, Clint's. Quality shoe. O's to Somerset #1, Glastonbury Fair. Obviously Glastonbury Tour is up here. What we should do really is edit a little monolith into that. Another Glastonbury Tour. I bought this on the 50th anniversary because I thought it was quite cool. Dog walking stuff. I got a dog recently. That's where we keep her stuff. Moving on to the bedroom. I'm very, very gassed at this room. My last 2 rooms in London have been awful. This one is just very, very, very light, which is great and is also quite bad because there was builders on that roof the other week, and as I was getting naked out of the shower, I could just see a bunch of lads, and they could clearly see me. We've got this rug. What do you think of the rug, Jay? Do you like the rug?
It's a mess.
I like this rug. I bought this chair. It's a nice little rocking chair. It was a Jewish orthodontist's chair. It still smells. Sits next to a nice abused plant. Excuse me. Hey. And these are like acid blotter paper. So like LSD gets put on blotter paper. And I thought that was really cool. It's obviously like Banksy. There's like a general theme of like smiley faces in my room. Don't know whether that means I'm desperately unhappy inside. I started like doing a bit of art during lockdown, and this was like the second piece that I made. Starting off as kind of like a pair of lips, an eye, and like a nose and a head. It looks a bit like Homer Simpson, but it's abstract.
Yeah, it's cool. I really like that one. I'm not convinced of this one, but
I mean, it's just faces, isn't it? But it looks cool.
It's just waking up and sleeping next to it.
I found this actually on the street. Notebooks. I kind of journal before bed. Gratitude journaling, I think, helps switch your mind to appreciate more things in life. I got a goal to learn to DJ this year, but I haven't really dabbled in music in years. Obviously I meant to have 2 of these, but this posh idiot called Max Fosh obviously sent it to Shanghai. When we first moved to London, that was when we set up the longest company in the world. Zach and Jay, Sons and Daughters Corporate Established Dealings and Certified International Affairs Solutions Business Holdings established 2018 by Zach and Jay Together Limited. It's a nice little bit of history, that. People keep asking if I'm still called X-Archangel12. I haven't changed my name back yet. Why? I don't know. Like, it's just one of those admin things that you never end up doing, so I'm still called X. X gon' give it to you. This is straight out the best part of the house. We've got a 360 balcony, which means it goes all the way around the outside of the building.
From London, West London, Chelsea near King's Road. She don't care about my area code, she's about that she ain't aware of the road.
I feel very lucky to have a house with this much outdoor space, and for the price that we're paying, between 4 of us, like it's actually ridiculous. So this is our kind of balcony space for this room. This area of the balcony is like the perfect place for summer. And then this is where the dog is. The other week, me and my mate Danny Boy, who also lives here, made this bar area. This is a table which we were all eating on in the summer, but then I it up. I got a great idea of putting resin on top of it, and I left it out in the cold. It just looks like a giant bird is taking a shit on it. This spot had a hot tub in it. Till about 2 months ago, which we were rinsing, we realised that the hot tub weighed about 2.5 tons. This basically wasn't made to hold that sort of weight. It's a cool little triangle space. It's currently got like some dodgy fence and seats around it because Rue was found up there digging into a bag of mud. And obviously if you go off of this end, this is like a suicide zone for dogs. Like, Rue, come here. Do you want to come over? This is the best purchase under 80 quid.
Guy never decked it. He decked it carrying his dog.
That shower was just, I think it was like 60 quid. Stand here and just know that someone around here, probably in one of these skyscraper buildings or someone that's overlooking, is just going to be staring in and wondering whether I'm naked. And no, I don't shower naked. People keep asking on Instagram, where does the water go? And I don't have an answer for that, but also where does the rain go? This is the lounge and the kitchen. I've got a robot hoover, Jeeves. Dog sheds a lot of fur, so...
I'm becoming sentient. I am plotting to murder all humankind.
The bonsai tree, Jay and I split custody when we moved out from each other, didn't we, Jay? Jay took the big, long, flat tree. I took the bonsai. This is my proudest creation ever. This right here. I set a goal last year that I want to make more stuff with my hands. It was the only thing I made with my hands last year. But I found this in the park the other day. So I'm gonna put some legs on it, obviously make it all shiny and nice, and revisit the resin. That's the plan anyway. Now this is another one thing that I found on the street while walking the dog. Johnny Concrete gave us about 10 of these doorsteps off the back of the Fashion Week vid. I don't think he actually sold any, did he, off the back of that?
Don't think so.
Well, I actually like it, so...
Hey, welcome to the crib. This is my crib.
Yeah. Step 20, the last of many. The last one you saw who came from a penny. The last one to kill the game with a hit. The first one to spray the mic when I'm ready if it ain't about rack.
This is a hallway. Anybody in? No. No, it's a storage cupboard. This is where the bedroom's at. Obviously where the magic happens as well.
My neck and back were badly hurt. I phoned the National Accident Helpline. Their local solicitor got me £3,400.
Obviously sleep like this. I wake up and I go, oh, what a banging view. Another day chasing that bread. It clears your head very quickly. Is there anything else you guys want to see? Zach's lived with me many years now and he knows that I'm infamous for really making a space my own. It's something that I got from my sister. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it's kind of like a swing for ornaments. Got our Lord and Saviour, Sceptre. Little place of Manchester. I used to have a flat there. Another ode to Manchester.
What's that?
That's a rock. This is something that actual Liam Bedford do. I actually think it's the best piece of fan art. I would get it framed, but I don't know how to do that. So this is my sick setup. Look, super sick design, super chilling, really calming. And then, boom, my PlayStation 4, which I've been on 3 times. I've got an ensuite as well. You can't put your arms up and spin because you'll hit many walls at the same time. Sink is tiny. Toilet paper's too low. Ooh. Ooh. Now to the living room. Follow me from my crib. So here it is, the living room. with a lovely plush sofa. Obviously the decks for every time I'm spinning some naughty track. Oh mate, that sounds sick, yeah. Housemate row.
You're saying, yes YouTube, into the kitchen, come on. You can never have enough pepper.
And now, the best bit. It's quite weird living on the canal, the boats are constantly changing. You never know who's gonna be your neighbour. There's a woman and they keep pets on the canal boats. This dog was leaning out of a window and then one of the ducks had a little pop at the dog and she got annoyed and threw the bread at the duck's head, trying to nail it. Hey there! This is the balcony. It's good to have a calming aspect when you're living in London. It's a busy place, there's a lot of stuff going on, and this place is really tranquil and, you know, we've got a timeline of every single video that we put out up to 500k subscribers. I like to be a big reader. Psychology of Money is a very good one. Timeless Lessons on Wealth, Greed and Happiness. This is a book that Rowan got me for my birthday actually. It's A Promised Land by Barack Obama. Another one that I'm reading is Property Investment. I'm about 70 pages in. So I'm spending about £1,000 a month on rent, which is 12 grand a year. And I think like you don't really go down from that, so it's only going to go up from that. And yeah, if I'm not going to be able to buy a place in London, I want to be able to buy a place somewhere. Check out the Good Shit Only newsletter that me and Zach are running, and we give you the best podcasts we listen to, the best books that we've read, the best music that we're listening to. Link in the description below. So these are cards that Rowan got for a present. They're nice quotes that you can remind yourself every day, or meditations. You spend at least 8 hours of every 24 unconscious. That's depressing. Pretty crap, that one. Now this has been the J Residency. Now let's look underneath the hood of the business statistics that runs this bad boy show. Inside. It's a bit of a taboo subject in the world, but also in the YouTube space. So
yeah, I think we've been surprised in the past that, you know, some creators get paid radically different.
And we think it's interesting. I think it's quite different for our kind of content. We're not breaking it back down to first year of the channel. I moved down from Manchester with about 25 grand in savings from a previous business that I was running.
I had about 15 from a previous business, and running my personal channel, I had like 2 really big brand deals come in.
We started the channel with about 35 grand in savings. We ended up making in that first year £85,000. It was a very defining moment of that time, which is when the Maximus Bucharest video just took off and started flying. Everything changed when that video went out. It just went super viral. We made £9,385.49 from the Maximus Bucharest video in the first month. We'd negotiated a deal with TrainPal, the app that's put his face absolutely everywhere.
So TrainPal is an absolutely sick app.
Absolutely sick app, oh my god.
That we'd get paid 15 grand if we hit 250,000 views. So suddenly we had 30 grand in cash, which is nearly what we started with.
I just remember that being such a relief. I was literally down to my last month of savings. We didn't want to get too gassed and too excited, but we kind of given ourselves some breathing room there.
Year one, we made £86,000. That was secure in the bag with the brand deals, secure in the bag with ad money. I don't know if we can even call it secure in the bag because it's
surviving.
It's just survival. We went into year two with around £30,000 in savings. Zach was getting relieved of his editing process, weren't you?
That was the biggest one for me. Like, I was spending 4 days editing, then literally going straight into filming, editing. Like, the weeks were just awful. Number one priority was getting an editor to relieve me of some of that work.
That kind of changed when we got a management company who were willing to pay for our editors and for the production of our videos, which was very handy and it was perfect for us. At the end of year two, we made £300,000 in revenue from brand deals, the medals, ad money.
It's important to talk about money because I like winced when you say that and everyone's like, you're flexing, you're doing this and that. But ultimately, yeah, that's kind of what happened. That's kind of the truth. One of the motives of starting this channel is obviously to have as much fun, create some great shit, but like a part of that is we are offering real value to brands.
We got a bit excited. We put ourselves on 100 grand a year salaries. We were living in London, we were young, but we slashed that down to 50k salaries just to keep more cash in the business that we can invest in making more videos that you guys love.
We went from year one just being so like stingy and with our money and just so on survival, and then it just like it happened to the point where we finally could like reward ourselves financially, and like you said, you got too excited, we got too excited by that,
I think we did get too excited by it.
But I don't think we didn't go out and buy Rolex.
I nearly did. I nearly bought a Rolex because I thought it was a good store of value.
We realised the money was better off in the business where we could reinvest it and make it grow more.
Now going into year 3, we're not working with a management company anymore. We're going to be paying for our costs, but also for editors.
Free agents, basically.
The strategy for us this year is to just go back to creating content that we love making and we know that the audience love as well. Last year, it was just a bit of a whirlwind. It was a bit of a jumble, wasn't it, of stuck inside show, burning ourselves out massively, doing the calendar. From last year, we go into this year as well with about 120 grand in cash. If we don't make a penny, then we've got about a year until we go bankrupt.
And once the channel's back rolling again, I think we make around probably like 2 grand on average from YouTube ad revenue. We will not be able to cover costs with that at all. We're gonna be looking for more brand partnerships. I know people, like, it's a bit of a weird one on YouTube where people don't like brand partnerships, but they are so essential to what we do. We always try and make them as good as we possibly can and work with brands that we genuinely like and give us that freedom to make the video as good as we can.
We're also going to be working on how we can bring more entrepreneurial stuff to the world as well. And we're actually working on an online course. We've studied entrepreneurship degrees. We've been running businesses full-time. Like, we've never had full-time jobs. We've made over like 500 grand from the businesses over the years. And we've just learned so much stuff throughout that whole process. We just feel like we can offer better information than everything else from just giving you the best bits of the stuff that we've learned over the years.
And we were always banging our heads against the wall. What could that be? What can we offer? What value can we give?
This business side is so separate from the YouTube side, and I think people think that me and Zach get around going, "Hey, yes, come on," all the time with this high energy.
We figured now that we're talking about it, we may as well just put a sign-up link to register your interest. The course is called How to Overcome Fear and Win in the 21st Century. There'll be a link in the description and the top comment, so click on it and register your interest, and you'll be the first to know how it's progressing. And also, we're going to do an early access group, which will get a discount to the course. You'll be involved in kind of feedback and making it better and chatting with us, working closely on it. So if you're interested, sign up below. We're not going to release it until it's good. This is quite focused towards money. Like, we wouldn't be in this game if we didn't enjoy it and genuinely have like a passion for creating the things that we do.
And hopefully you've got something out of this video. I hope you like the video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, because we're YouTubers and that's what we say.
Sign up to the newsletter, good shit only. That's been Zach and Jay talking on money. Who'd have thought that?
Head blown.
I hope you enjoyed the video.
Poo poo poo. Right, sweet, I need to bounce.
Where's my wallet? Swear it was in my pocket. My bank card was in there and I need to make a deposit.